kind of have the confidence. That seems like as the game went on, he had more confidence on the mound and more aggressiveness in the zone. Made some mistakes right there in the first inning, got a couple traffic, and then a future Hall of Famer put up the big swing on him, put up 3-run homer on him, and he settled down, did okay right there, and almost got out of the fourth. We weren't able to help him, and just kind of turned into what it was.
That's kind of been a common trend with him in the first inning this year. Are you seeing anything there that might explain why that's been a case?
No, I'm not sure, and I haven't noticed that. I mean, you guys are probably paying attention to some things like that maybe more than I am, but I feel like we've seen him really good at times here, and the last outing against the Mets, that's probably the one I prefer to think about, and he was so good during that thing. We saw flashes of it, tonight with the velocity on the fastball was good, and just couldn't really command the ball the way we've seen him when he's kind of at his best, and a good team like the Guardians were able to take advantage of that.
You guys jumped on.
I mean, you guys lost by 5, but it could have been a lot uglier than that. I mean, they left an awful lot of guys on base. I mean, what did you see from the guys after Sagano?
Our pitchers after, we just we weren't able. I thought that Martin came in and actually did a pretty good job. He gets through, big spot, bring him in, get Sugano out of it. Then from there Selby comes in and picks up Martin, and it felt like we're kind of piecing that thing together right there. And Wolfie kind of went in there, and first two guys get on, and unfortunately you got Ramirez coming up, future Hall of Famer, and you're down by 1, so you got to kind of put him on. You don't want to get beat by him, and you got the 2 outs right there. He was close to getting through that thing, and the thing kind of blew open for us, and just tough night.
You guys jumped on Tanner Bibby in that first inning. What did he do to settle in and work long into this?
It's a really good major league starter, so for us to go in the first inning and kind of do what we did, I was proud of the fellas. Bibby came out, he hung in there the next few innings. He had I think it's his second, third inning, he got through it pretty quick, and that was probably the most important part of the game for him, the way he kind of kept the pitch count down, because we made him work in that first inning and just weren't able to kind of capitalize on it and push the pitch count out and get up into the bullpen, unfortunately.
What did you see at Laureano from the big single in the first inning, then hit the home run as well?
He's been doing it all year. I mean, he did it last year in Atlanta, when he left his place and went to Atlanta and played really well. Fortunately, he was brought in, played for the Orioles this year, and he's been a catalyst for us all year. He's just been so good, but plays with a lot of passion, a lot of energy. That's been him all year.
10 games left before the deadline. What do you just want to see from this team here as, I don't want to say reality sets in, but of where you are in the standings and just how far it might be to get up and about?
Yeah, we just got to compete. You go back to that Tampa series, and you can make the case we probably should have won 2 out of 3 in that series. We weren't able to finish off that second game. You go back to that Miami series, before that, and that second game is 0-0 in the 7th. Didn't throw up any runs. If we win that game, we win that one coming off the previous series. I think it was in Atlanta. That's where we were at. Or the Mets, and then Atlanta, 2 good series for us. So I feel like we've played well. I feel like we've lost some close games, blew some close games here, unfortunately. But when I watch the guys out there, I feel like they're competing. And I think if we compete, regardless of who we have, we're going to be just fine.